His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
Bayanlar ve baylar, sevgili dostlar, Minsler Gaming ekranlarına hepiniz hoş geldiniz. Witcher 3 serimize kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. Evet, en son burada bahçenin önünde Yennefer'la yollarımız ayrılmıştı. Biri hakkında bir ipucu edinmiştik. O da Uma adlı bir yaratığın onun hakkında bilgi sahibi olabileceğiydi. Ana görevlerde Kızıl Baron'un yanına geri dönüp onun hakkında bilgi öğrenebiliriz. Ya da şimdi yan görevleri yapıp öyle gidelim. Şöyle görevleri açıyorum. İkinci görevler kısmında kurt kostümü içinde diye bir görevimiz var. Geçen bölüm hatırlarsınız, bir tane kurt adam vardı. Onun üstünde bir lanet vardı. Yiyip içemiyordu. Sonsuz lanet açlığıyla lanetlenmişti. O kurt adamın üstündeki laneti kaldırmayı deneyebiliriz. Bir de diğer bir görevimiz son dilek. Larvik'te Yennefer'la buluşacağız. Ondan sonra da Kızıl Baron'un yanına gideceğiz. O zaman şimdi kurt kostümü içinde görevimizi yapalım. Kurt adama yardım edelim. Ve hiç vakit kaybetmeden de bölümümüze başlayalım. Video başlarken de sizden ricam aşağıdan beğen tuşuna basıp kanala abone değilseniz abone olmayı unutmayın dostlar. Bu şekilde beni desteklemiş olursunuz. Şimdiden destekleyenlere çok teşekkür ediyorum. O zaman haydi devam. Şimdi bir giriş bulmam gerekecek. Bakalım şuradan bulabilecek miyiz girişi? Hop. Sanırım giriş şu yukarıda. Haritada burayı gösteriyor ama bu kol şurayı kapattı. Bu da burayı açtı. Tamam. Girişi bulduk. Dal bakalım. Dal. Nefes yetecek mi acaba? Ha, yeter mi? Zaten yüzeye yakınmışız. Şimdi şurada bir şeyler var.
Bones fell through the crevice years ago.
Yıllar önce mi? Asma kilit anahtarı. Tamam. Bu anahtar için geldik büyük ihtimal buraya. Tepede de bir şey var ha.
Air's moving here. Must be another cave above or a way out.
Yukarıda başka bir mağara
Air's
daha varmış.
moving here. Must be another cave above or a way out.
Tamam. Buradan çıkabiliriz o zaman. Toplantı evinin kapılarını açmamızı istiyor şimdi bizden. Burası değil mi? Aynen. Güzel. Morkvarg'ın günlüğü. Morkvarg'da kurt adamı deniyor. 24. gün. 26. gün. Köylülerin uyurken boğazlarını kesmişler. O yüzden mi lanetlenmişler? Rahibeleri öldürmüşler. Anıtları yerle bir etmişler. Kutsal parşömenleri yakmışlar falan filan. Hırsızlık yapmışlar. İnsanları öldürmüşler. Baya kötülük yapmışlar yani. Baya pislik birisiymiş bu kurt. Şimdi diyecek bizden, bana yardım et. Kafam karıştı. Buradan çıkalım. Şimdi rahibeyle konuşmamı istiyor. Oyun. O da dışarıda tabi. Ama çok uzak değil, 70 metre.
Stay with us one more week. Greetings. What may I help you with this time?
Morkvarg, got a few more questions.
Yes? What is it?
But I don't want to overstay my welcome. Besides, it's time I went home. They must all think me dead there. Fret not.
Morkvarg, let me tend to him for you.
Do so, and you will greatly please the goddess.
That's nice and all, but coin's what pleases me.
You look the type. Fret not, I shall pay. But only if you rid us of Morkvarg, once and for all. There have been those who have killed Morkvarg, but a curse has brought him back each time.
The curse. Tell me more.
Archpriestess Ulva cast it. It bound Morkvarg to the garden for all time. So even if he is killed, he returns there.
Never heard of this Morkvarg. What is it exactly?
Not what, who. The worst man Skellige has ever known. He held nothing sacred, raided the lands of his own clan, took gold from Nilfgaard, murdered women heavy with child, and children he...
I know the type.
They said he feared but one thing, albeit secretly, the wrath of the gods. Morkvarg decided to prove everyone, himself included, wrong. So he came to Hindisfjall to raid the goddess's garden. This was years ago. Archpriestess Ulva stood in his path. He stabbed her in the breast and cast her into the mud. As her blood gushed forth, she cursed Morkvarg, and he transformed into a monster.
Never heard of this Morkvarg.
Not what? The worst...
I know the type.
They said he... Archpriestess Ulva stood...
Might have already run into this Morkvarg. He, werewolf?
I know not. I'm afraid I've never seen him.
Shame that. Was hoping you could tell me more about him, help me with my work.
You might speak with Torridar's son, Einar. He saw Morkvarg and his men descend on the garden. He was the sole pilgrim to escape with his life that day. Settled in Larvik, you'll find him at the landing there, provided he's not at sea.
Ayvar'ın yanına gideceğiz, anlaşıldı.
Farewell.
The goddess protect you from all evil.
Aynar ile bir konuşalım. Neredeymiş? Şurada.
Something I've always wondered. What do you witchers do once there are no basilisks?
You're you dimwit! Drop one more and I'll keelhaul you!
Aynar bu muymuş?
Got a minute?
Preparing my boat, can't you see? Nilfgaardian dogs were the hunters some.
Got bigger game in mind. Morkvarg.
Ah, so them's your apples. All right, ask away. in praise of Freya.
You were there when Morkvarg raided the garden. Heard you alone survived.
True. I managed to flee. Great Mother was looking out for me that day.
But she didn't give a lick about the priestesses.
Apparently. Morkvarg had them bound, then slit their throats like horses for the sacrifice. And he laughed. Understand? He laughed. But Archpriestess Ulver cursed him with her dying breath. You are beastly now, remain so forevermore. Ah, saintly woman.
What happened to Morkvarg?
Hard to believe, but fur rose through his skin and his mug stretched forth into a muzzle like a dog's or a wolf's. He howled, long and grieving, then lunged at his men. They tried to run, but he was fast as lightning. As he killed them, clamped his jaws round their throats, they turned to ash, just like that. Ash that seeped from twixt his fangs.
Not good. Curse must be complex, multi-leveled.
Such is the Great Mother's power.
Neden yardım et
Didn't
ona?
help the priestesses. Why not?
How could I? Alone against a dozen raiders that... Why are you staring?
Just wondering. You people, obsessed with honor, courage, and so on. But you just cut and run? Strange.
I ain't proud of it. Since that
Bir şeyler
day,
gizliyor ama.
I've been seeking a worthy death at sea. Seems the goddess, she's not seen fit to summon me. Yet.
Yalancı.
Liar.
What? I swear it on the Great Mother's tits.
Cut the act. Don't buy your piety one bit. You were one of Morkvarg's men.
Well, well. Sharp you are. Didn't see one thing, though. Lads here around me, they're mine. Armed to the teeth to the man. Let me introduce yous.
Yani. Dur bakalım şuradan nereye gideceğiz?
I'm no knight errant. I'm a witcher. Didn't come here to bring you to justice.
Digging up the past? What's that for?
Need to know what actually happened in the garden. Gonna lift Morkvarg's curse.
Why would you bloody do that? Horson should suffer till Ragnarok, the day after, actually.
It's what I do.
Used to say the same myself, till Morkvarg gave the order to sail for Hindisfjall. I've raided often and cruelly, killed women, children, whatever my axe happened to hit. But priestesses, it was too much, even for me. When it was over and Morkvarg was drinking with the rest, I took this out.
Wolf-fang pendant, covered in runes.
I got it from my da, who was godai of our village. Told me that anyone I cut with a fang would suffer a fate worse than death. Spoke true, it seems.
Your pop-pop mention how to reverse this?
Victim needs to get the fang is all. But I'll not give it to you. That Horson should suffer.
Yani bence de ızdırap çekmesi lazım öyle kötü bir adamın ama rahibelerin başına dert oluyor.
Listen, the priestesses, they really long to get their garden back. And as I see it, you owe them, don't you think?
All right, take it. But it don't come free. Want one thing in return.
Won't tell anyone about your past, give you my word.
Not that. If you do, I'll just find you and kill you. Once
Aynen
Morkvarg's
kanka, şu an
human
öldürdüm.
again, you can't let him leave. No matter what.
Ha, onu zaten izin vermeyeceğim kanka.
Not ye, nor that
Tamam,
witch.
o konuda zaten hemfikiriz. Ne diyorsun lan?
No
Respect the
Nordling
Witcher.
will ever understand the Isles.
A Witcher?
This is Skellige!
Yennefer falan dedi.
Hey,
Şimdi aldığımız dişi kullanarak laneti kaldıracakmışız. Nasıl olacak bilmiyorum. Şu öğrendiğimiz bilgileri gelip kadına söylesek.
Greetings. What may I help you with this time?
Morkvarg, got a few more questions.
Yok, bahsedemiyoruz.
Farewell.
The goddess. Why does the goddess bring you here?
Brought myself here, seems to me.
You do not worship Freya.
No, but I respect those that do, including her priestesses.
This does you credit, but is meaningless as well. For Freya rewards and punishes those of other faiths and infidels as she does her own. Worship her and it will help, though it will settle nothing. What do you need?
Tell me something about this temple, could you?
It happened once that Freya lost her favorite white cat. She scoured the Isles and finally found him here. Freya's heart filled with joy, and she blessed this place. A temple was then established here.
Didn't know Freya was into cats.
Your ignorance speaks poorly of you. The white cat is the goddess's sacred animal and has deep symbolic significance. This temple is for those who seek Freya's help in finding what they desperately seek. Perhaps even you shall experience her grace. Scorn her not. Or have you friends so powerful that you can afford to spurn divine aid?
Mind if I have a look at your wares?
Neleri varmış? Bunu geç, işimize yaramaz. Onun dışında simyacılıkla ilgili birkaç malı var. Bunlar da işime yaramaz. Çıkalım bence buradan ya.
Farewell.
You who grant us love, hatred and strength.
Welcome to the Temple of Freya. I'm Kirisu. How can I help?
Kuris.
You a novice? 'Cause I'd never take you for a priestess.
Truly? You've got a good eye, though a bit off in this case. I'm neither a priestess nor a novice. I escaped a pirate ship, was wounded. That's why I'm here. Sisters Astrid and Dala found me on the beach, near dead. They brought me to the temple, watched over me. I owe them my life.
Quite the adventure. Got a home to go back to, or will you stay here?
I've a brother in Ardskellig. He's surely mad with grief searching for me. Once I'm better, all better, I'll find a longship and head home.
So long.
Evet.
Come on.
Şimdi gidelim. Şu kurt adamın yanına.
Claw marks. Craven slammed the door in Morkvarg's face.
Aha, bu kapı da açıldı.
Prince lead to the well. Guess Craven didn't want to be eaten, preferred to drown.
İsimsiz.
Waited a long time for death to come. Morkvarg doesn't give up easily. Morkvarg doesn't give up easily. Morkvarg doesn't give up easily. One of Freya's priestesses. No signs of violence. Must have died of hunger a while ago. Must have hid here when Morkvarg raided the garden. A key could come in handy. Claw marks. Craven slammed the door in Morkvarg's face.
Bahçedeki kurt adam diyor. O bahçeye nasıl geçeceğiz? Buradan mı?
Morkvarg broke through this door. Must have smelled something beyond it. Symbol of Freya. No sign of feeding. Morkvarg doesn't devour his victims. Strange.
Zincirde kırmış. Aha geldi.
It grew back. It always grows back.
Starting to envy you.
Wish to hear a story?
Anlatsın derdini de sonra öldürürüz.
If I have to, I'm all ears.
Warriors came. They knew they could not kill me, so they laid a trap, chained me down, locked me in here. Know what I did? I bit my leg off to free myself. Every bite brought pain, and howling, I vomited blood.
Biting off your own limbs hurts. Who would have thunk?
You don't understand. This was more. My mouth burned like swallowing fire, as if all inside me was torn. Felt I would die, but I did it, and then I shredded them, dashed them to bits, made tiny crumbs of those plowing heroes.
Kodumun kahramanları. Bir ana fikri var mı?
Your story have a point, or just doing some chest pounding?
The moral is you cannot kill me, cannot stop me. I'll not be bound, break any fetters. The curse. Free me, or I'll return to get you again.
Heh, çek lan artık. Gel bakalım. Ne oldu? Ha?
Here we are again.
İki kılıç darbesine gittin.
You can end this. Release me.
Dişi vereyim mi, işini bitireyim mi? Dişi vereyim ya.
Here, put this on.
I need no more fangs.
Don't be a smartass, just do it.
Aha döndü.
I'm free.
Bu muymuş lan tipin?
Free! At last! Oh, where's the tavern? I can eat a broiled pig. No, a side of beef. Wash it down with a cask of ale. Then to sea.
Şerefsiz ya, hala akıllanmamış.
They forgot me, no doubt. Well, I'll fucking remind
Bebek
them with a
katili ya,
bang.
şerefsiz.
In Novigrad, everywhere. I'm back.
Fazla heyecanlanma oğlum, sen buradan çıkamayacaksın.
Sorry, can't let that happen.
Then why'd you bloody free me?
To kill you, once and for all.
Yan alkol. Sen bunu hak et. Ödülümü alayım desem belki kaçıp gidecekti, o yüzden boş ver dedim ödülü ya. Kontratı veren kişiden alalım. Rahibeden alırız ödülümüzü. Kurt adamdan değil. Rahibeler de bahçesine geri kavuşsun. Evet.
Greetings. What may I help you with this time?
Morkvarg, got a few more questions. I've come for my reward.
But can you be sure that...
Morkvarg's gone, for good. Guaranteed or you'll get your coin back.
Nasıl geri alacak oğlum?
I shall hold you to
Basıp
that,
gideceğiz
Witcher.
yani. Ne verdi? 50 tecrübe puanı
You who
verdi.
grant us love, hatred and
85
strength.
kron verdi burada. Görevleri açayım. İkincil görevlerde tamam, görevimizi bitirdik. Şimdi son dilek diye bir görevimiz var. Larvik'te Yennefer'la buluşacağız. Hemen oraya gidiyorum. Güzel bir mesele varmış. Onun dışında başka da bir ayrıntı vermemiş.
From the village baron whore! You best take that slay Morkvar.
You defile sacred ground. The gods will never forgive you for this.
Aha, Yennefer'a kızıyorlar. Öğrenmişler yaptığını. Brian'ın bahçesine zarar verdiğini.
The towering.
Always did know how to win friends.
I was provoked.
Saw it happen. Wanted to talk to me about something?
Amos Far Ipsis, a specialist on djinns. Heard of him? I found a tome he'd penned in the Emperor's library. Far Ipsis set off for Skellige one day and was never heard from again. I asked some of the local folk. Some here still remember him.
They know what happened to him?
The locals say they last saw his ship off the coast of Hindisfjall. Then a once-in-an-eon storm broke.
So he's probably fish food by now.
Not necessarily. I must learn what became of him.
Why? Do you know him?
No, it's not the mage who interests me. It's his djinn.
Why are you even interested? Djinns are dangerous sometimes, and malicious all the time.
I remember. But the advantages outweigh the risks. If I can tame a djinn, I shall gain incredible power. And that could be useful to us one of these days.
Güç peşinde.
You sure this mage actually had a djinn?
His books strongly suggest he did. He describes taming one, harnessing energy from its power.
Storm wouldn't pose a threat if he'd had a djinn. He could just utter a wish.
Perhaps he had none left, or something unexpected happened.
All right, so what exactly do you expect me to do?
You must help me find this djinn. I've no gold to offer in reward, but I shall be ever so grateful.
Since you put it that way, fine, I'll help you.
Thank you. A boat awaits in the harbor. Come.
Yet carries himself proud.
Bakalım nasıl bir görev bizi bekliyor.
See, you've managed to prepare everything already.
I have.
How could you possibly know I'd agree?
I didn't. Decided to risk it.
From Nilfgaard, you know.
From
Let me hold your sword.
I'm telling you, lost his eye in a tavern brawl. Not on
Will you
no
stay
raid.
long?
See no point landing creep.
How can I be of service? In times like these, don't pay to save coins on weapons.
Show me what you have.
Gereksiz şeylerimizi bir satalım da. Bayağı ağırlaştık. Tamamdır.
So long.
Come. The landing's not far.
Witcher.
Ow!
Hadi koş Can.
Lead the way.
Just once, you might try to take the initiative.
Would you even let me?
It would depend on the situation.
Respect, Witcher.
Last night was...
Şunu öldürdüğümüzü söyleyebiliyor muyuz bakalım?
A Witcher.
Eye on you.
A Witcher, eh?
Yok, söyleyemiyoruz.
Priestesses are terrible cross with you.
Dişi ondan almıştık ya kurt adamı öldürmek için. Dedim acaba haber verebiliyoruz mu
The ship
hallettiğimizi.
carrying the gin sank somewhere in this area.
Not too precise as leads go.
I'll cast a spell on our boat. We'll know if there are any wrecks on the seafloor below us.
All right, let's get to work.
Mind if I take the helm?
I got a choice.
No.
Hadi bas gaza. Kızım bassana.
Geralt, how long must I wait? Are
İlla
you ready to
oturmam mı
sail?
gerekiyor? Allah'ım ya. Ayaktayken
Not
gidemiyorum.
sure this gin thing's a good idea.
We managed to seize one before. Do you remember?
Of course. Dandelion almost lost his voice that time.
How lucky your exorcism saved it. It was poetic.
Yeah, how was I supposed to know that incantation meant begone and plow yourself?
You should have studied foreign languages.
Gonna keep bringing that up for the rest of my life.
Of course. Your last wish effectively assured it.
My wish was about us being together always, not about you mocking my every mistake.
Careful what you wish for. And when your wish is granted, you must accept it with all attendant circumstances.
Yeah.
And as for your missteps, I don't likely see why I shouldn't laugh if they're amusing. There's something here, on the bottom. It's too deep here. You can't dive that long.
You underestimate me.
On the contrary. After all, I asked you for help. I'll cast a spell. It will slow your heart for a time. You can stay submerged longer. Assad I Cride Rithorn.
Oo.
Ready. Careful down there.
Buna uzun bir
How's
dalış.
your bath? Water warm enough for you?
Jump in, see for yourself.
Seawater wreaks havoc on my complexion. Just find the wreck.
Hadi dalalım. Evet, gemi enkazı burada. Aha.
How's it going?
Yeah, and you know I hate it when you read my mind.
Strictly speaking, I'm not reading your mind, but using telepathy. Besides, you've nothing to hide, right?
Wouldn't admit it if I did. Not the point.
See anything interesting?
A shipwreck and a cavern. I'll look inside. Snapped masts, busted planks, and a whole swarm of drowners. Probably drawn by the corpses of drowned crew, then made their nest here. There's also a Clan Drummond figurehead.
Not the right ship. Come back up.
Şunları lootlayayım, geliyorum. Su altında savaşamıyoruz ya, o kötü bir tık. Tamam. Yanlış gemi enkazı. Çıkalım buradan. Lan oğlum, bir durun lan. Bırakın peşime.
Where to now?
Wherever the leads take us.
Canımın da olması lazım biraz. Neredeyse öldürüyorlar
Say we
da.
find the djinn. What'll you do? Ask for a beautiful house, then a palace, then a queen's crown?
Are we still talking about the djinn, or have we moved on to a talking fish?
Doesn't much matter. Both make wishes come true. What would yours be?
You'll learn in due course.
Burada da bir batık var.
Something's here. Another wreck.
Buraya da dal.
Let's see if our djinn's down there.
Kalkan mı o?
Found a wreck. It's been here a while. Wood's rotted.
Look around, but be careful. Look for something that might indicate it's the mage's ship.
Got something. A Skelliger's buckler. Clan Hamai symbols.
Donar's clan.
Donar was a babe in swaddling clothes when this buckler landed here. Now that's what I call war booty.
Have you found the djinn?
No, but I found something that could be just as valuable to me as the djinn is to you.
Valla güzel bir sandık bulduk ama. Şu neymiş?
Beautiful craftsmanship.
What do you have?
A war horn, bearing Clan Hamai symbols. Yen, doubt any of these boats were the mages. These are old sunken longships.
Come back then. We must search elsewhere.
Bu da değil ya. Allah'ın hakkını üçtür diyerek bir kere daha da alacağım. Umarım artık üçüncüsünde çıkar.
A man's skeleton. Somebody pinned his skull to the deck with an axe.
A death worthy of a Skelliger.
Clan emblem indicates a Dimon man, so he was from Pharaoh. A man's skeleton. Got something. A Skelliger's buckler. Clan Hamai symbols. Donar was a babe in swaddling clothes when this buckler landed here.
Hadi bakalım.
You're getting better at this.
Go even quicker if you helped me down there.
I prefer to observe matters from up here, most definitely.
Yeah, like when we were looking for the golden dragon and an avalanche swept us off the trail. Me clinging to the remains of a bridge for dear life. You gripping my waist, admiring the view. Remember? Chasm below us was breathtaking. Rustling trees, a lazily flowing stream.
I remember, though I found myself admiring what I had right in front of me.
Geçmiş olaylar. Adalara geldik.
Something strange about those rocks.
And there's something on the bottom. We'll see what it is.
Bu sefer olsun lütfen. Etrafta sirenler var. Ya dur be oğlum.
See something?
Something doesn't do it justice. A huge crater, as if a meteorite landed here.
I must see it.
Diving in after all?
No, I shall cast another spell to see through your eyes. Now relax. I su foltje bedem ein echte ilivaid. That is no meteorite crater.
What is it then?
The effect of teleportation. A powerful force cut out a fragment of the seabed, rocks and everything lying within the teleportation zone.
Always claimed portals were dangerous.
I believe we're on the right track. Look for anything that might contain a djinn.
Fine. but get out of my eyes. Too cramped in here for us both. No gin here, but there's something you ought to like.
What?
Half a seal.
That'll do. Come back up.
Silver. Pearl-encrusted cutlery. Ship belonged to someone awfully wealthy.
Amos was no pauper. It could very well be his ship.
Şurada bir adam var. Onu inceleyemiyoruz. Etrafını sirenler sardı. Şu neymiş?
Something cut this basket exactly in half. Something cut this basket exactly in half.
Burada bir şey var.
Transverse cut through the pelvis. Surgical precision. No conventional weapon could do this. But whatever cut the basket probably could. Transverse cut through the pelvis. Surgical precision. No conventional weapon could do this. But whatever cut the basket probably could.
Ha, çıkalım ya. Bayağı bir denizin altında krater oluşmuş. Evet. Al bakalım
Only
böyle.
found half. Can you do anything with this?
I can use it to locate the other half, to within a dozen yards.
And once we find that, we should find the gin.
Exactly. Ready? I'll take us there on the count of 3.
Oh, no, not another portal.
Stop whining. 1, 2...
3.
3.
Said you were gonna go on 3.
I did. Look, we must search the area.
Yen, not so fast. Gotta tell me what this is about first. Why do you want this gin?
But you already know. A djinn's power is priceless to a mage.
Anlat yoksa giderim
Won't
ha.
worm your way out of it. Not this time. Tell me the truth or I'll leave.
You needn't resort to blackmail. You would have learned eventually.
True, but after the fact. I want to know now.
How long has this been going on, Geralt? This thing between us? 15, 20 years? We repeatedly split up, then returned to one another. Something draws us to each other, but I can never be certain if it's a true feeling or merely a bit of mischief by a djinn.
So that's it? This is about my last wish?
You asked that djinn to bind us together forever. I want to ask this one to take that wish back.
Ha. Evet, burada önceki oyunlara bir referans. Geralt başka bir cinden Yennefer'le birbirlerine sonsuza kadar bağlamalarını istemiş ama aralarındaki aşkın gerçek olup olmadığını Yennefer merak ediyor. Bir cinin oyunu mu yoksa gerçek bir sevgi mi? Şimdi de bu karmaşık ilişkiye aslında bir son vermek istiyor. Yeni bulacağımız cinden de bu bağlama büyüsünü bozmasını isteyecekmiş.
Why would you want to do that?
To see what it's like without it. To see if we'll still matter to one another. Or if we'll be like two strangers.
Peki ben istemiyorsam ne olacak?
What if I don't want to know?
I'm afraid you no longer have a choice. Come, let's search the ship.
Ya aga ben tristçiyim zaten. Salla Yennefer'ı ya. Gidelim Kızıl Hatun'umuzu bulalım. Sırf görevi merak ettiğim için yapıyorum zaten.
Seems Amos was quite the eccentric, asking the djinn to lift half his ship to a mountaintop.
He didn't necessarily. Djinns are inherently mischievous. This one might have granted his wish and perverted it in doing so.
In that case, I'd appreciate it if you didn't wish I'd disappear from your life.
I've yet to decide how to word it.
İçeride bir şey var.
Nothing here.
Explore the ship.
Nothing interesting.
Yes?
Aramayı da ben yapayım.
Interesting. Mystery of Mysteries, Agnes of Glanville.
Angrenli kuracasını bulduk. Bir de güzel bir çizme bulduk. Çizme var.
Nice shoes. Looks like the impact with the mountain was so powerful it popped the wearer right out of them. Wonder what this means. Mage must have slept here. Blood. Someone was dragged across the deck. War left this mark when the ship suddenly tipped to one side. Elemental Empires by Giambattista. Nothing here. Nothing interesting here. Yen, think you should see this.
What do you have? It's Amos. Looks exactly like the etching in the book. Except his head was intact there.
Think the djinn did this to him?
No, it wouldn't attack its master. This looks rather like an unfortunate accident. When the storm broke, Amos must have uttered a wish like, "Take us away, anywhere, to a mountaintop, even." And the djinn granted the wish literally. They had a hard landing. Amos was thrown off his feet and against the wall. The bookcase did the rest.
Always knew too much studying could kill you. If he
Kaza
died
olmuş ya.
while being teleported, Seal might still be on him. Behold.
Bravo! Come to the deck. I've an idea.
Peki.
Colds preserved the corpse. Died from head trauma. Bookcase cracked his skull. Must have been a hard landing
Bu
atop
üstüne
this
düşmüş
mountain.
kitaplık. Anla ki. Fırtınadayken o adam kendi cininden dağın tepesine ışınlanmasını istemiş. Ama işte böyle bir çarpışma olunca da meftah olmuş.
Step back a bit.
What are you going to do?
Summon and tame the djinn. It's not likely to be happy. Stand at the ready.
Tame Jin, Vrif Kaishta Aim Gaia, Kaishta et Disclair, Devired me Castle.
Yine bize kaldı.
You have a plan.
You must weaken him while I draw him into the sphere.
Care to trade places? What? Lost your nerve?
Aga, cinle nasıl savaşılır ki?
Closer.
Kalkanımı yapayım. Neredesin lan? Öl lan öl. Hadi ehlileştir artık.
Got you! Your master died before uttering his last wish. I cannot capture you. We can struggle like this for eternity, or I can release you. If you do one thing for me. Do you see the spell that binds us? Only a djinn can remove another djinn's spell. Remove this one and you'll be free. You are free.
Evet. Bağ bozuldu.
Storm's over.
Yes. It's all over.
Maybe we should sit. You look a bit dazed.
I'm not, but we can sit.
We've improved. Last time we tamed a djinn, we destroyed half of Rind.
Yes, we make a good team. Thank you for coming, Geralt. I'd have had a much harder time of it on my own.
Reddedemedim, bunun neyle ilgili olduğunu bilseydim reddederdim.
Not sure I'd have done it if I'd known what this was about from the start.
Then we'd never have learned the truth. Whether anything would change after the djinn removed the spell.
Has it? Has anything changed?
I expected... I don't know what I expected, actually. A bit of vertigo, perhaps. I thought you'd become a stranger to me, that I'd look at you and not feel a thing. But it's not like that at all. Nothing's changed.
Demek ki gerçekmiş hislerin. Ha işte. O seçenek geldi arkadaşlar. Burada gerçek bir adam gibi sözümüzün arkasında durup demin de dediğim gibi ben Tristçiyim ve artık Yennefer'la bir bağım kalmadı. Üzgünüm ama artık senin olmak istemiyorum. Seçeneğini seçmek zorundayım. Çünkü biz Tristçiyiz. Aynı anda ikisine yavşamak adamlık olmaz.
Sorry, Yen, but magic's gone for me.
Truly? But how is that possible? I still feel the same. You should too. I don't understand. What does this mean?
Means the djinn granted your wish.
Right. Fine. Good. Glad we got that over with. We know where we stand, at least. Naught left for us here. Let's go.
Wait. Magic's gone, true, but that doesn't mean I don't like spending time with you. Let's sit a while.
Evet. Bir aşkın sonu bu şekilde gelmiş oldu dostlar.
Next time we go on horseback.
A horse would never make it down that mountain.
What now?
Well, I'm due to appear in Vizima. We must report to the Emperor after all.
Ciri's our concern, and only ours.
At heart, perhaps. But it's not what we agreed with Emir. We must see him.
Ne kadar da sadıksın.
Awfully loyal to your patron.
He happens to be your patron as well, darling. You do well to remember that. Otherwise he might feel compelled to remind you.
Öyle olsun.
If we gotta, we gotta.
We wouldn't have known Ciri had returned if not for the Emperor and his agents. It's the least we can do.
Madem gitmen gerekiyor, gitmeden önce konuşalım. Konuşalım.
Yen, what happened back there?
Please, Geralt. There's nothing left to say. I'm off.
Me too. I'll collect Uma from the Baron, then we'll ride for Kaer Morhen.
I shall join you as quickly as I can. Farewell.
Ya boş bir seçenekmiş zaten.
So long, Yen.
Evet. Son dilek görevini de bitirdik. Yen'le yollarımız ayrıldı. Şimdi ana görevimiz olan çirkin bebek görevine gideceğiz. Baron'un çavuşuna Umay'ı yanına almak istediğini söyleyeceğiz. Kendisinden Siri hakkında bilgiler öğreneceğiz. Ama bu bölümlük bu kadar olsun dostlar. Umarım izlerken keyif almışsınızdır. Videoyu beğendiyseniz de aşağıdan beğen tuşuna basmayı ve abone değilseniz de abone olmayı unutmayın lütfen. O zaman sonraki videolarda görüşmek üzere diyelim. Kendinize iyi bakın. Hoşça kalın.